All right, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. All right, so I've been gone for about a good week and a half or so, and there's a lot going on since my last video. Uh, I made some notes here, so hopefully I can stay on my notes instead of traveling all over the place. And try to make this video a little bit shorter for you guys. Attempt to. I always say that, and it never really works out, does it? Um, so the first thing I want to talk about is Holochain and its progress. Um, we see Holo from a dev standpoint. We see Holochain advancing, but I really, honestly, as far as its utility and its use case, the as far as the hot token is concerned, as far as Holo is concerned, I don't really see much progress. I don't really understand, or know what's going on there. Um, it is a bit concerning considering that we haven't really heard much information about the holoports, but it is what it is, I guess. Holochain, however, I do feel like they're making a lot of great strides. Um, Paul Diaz, he was speaking about how they're getting ready for D Web, some kind of D Web thing going on, and they have I guess one of the sponsors was OpenAI, so I guess that's a positive thing. I'm not really sure, and I'm not really sure how I'm not gonna blow that out of proportion because of the fact that we've heard and seen a lot of things. People are aware of Holochain and what they're going to do. There's a lot of questions about the tokenomics of the Holochain ecosystem, and then also especially with Hot and Holo Fuel, there's a lot of questions about their tokenomics on that standpoint. So yeah, there's that. Uh, when we're talking about speaking about Hot, when we're talking about Hot, I want to remind everyone that Hot compared to other, and we're going to talk about some other cryptos in a second here, but Hot compared to other cryptos are just like, it's not, the Hot token isn't going to do anything because it has no use case, people. I need for everyone to understand that. This is a long-term project. I said this 2 years ago. It's a long-term project, and it's still a gamble. Whether you're going to even make anything or get anything from them. I thought initially, a long time ago, that the people, the how should I say, the people a part of the Holo organization would be more transparent. They are not, for various reasons. It just Look, with these projects, there's over 20,000 crypto projects, and you do your research. You go for the ones that you think have the greatest utility, that has the greatest value to you, and that will have the greatest value to the world, and so that you can live and improve your own personal life moving forward. And some projects have great technology. In this case, this project has a lot of great technology, but I don't know about the tokenomics, and that's just is what it is. It's a full picture here. So we have some projects, it has no utility, and the tokenomics is awesome, and it helps other people. And this the whole mentality that some people have, like, oh well, when Holo Fuel comes out, look, we've been talking about Holo Fuel for what, 3-4 years now, and we still ain't got nothing. So what's gonna happen? And that's what. By the way, that's what Holo. That's not with Holochain. So Holochain is still, I don't know. I guess they're gonna have like a beta 3.0, 4.0. I don't know how many betas they're gonna have, but they're still going through their betas, and we understand that honestly, it's the hot token is just not being used, and it's not going to be used until Holo Fuel comes out, and who the hell knows when that's going to happen. For some of you guys who are talking about Holo Fuel and when it's listed on the exchanges, maybe if you're in a different country, but I'm gonna tell you right now, in the United States of America, Holo Fuel is not going to be listed in the United States of America anytime soon. In my own personal opinion, this is not financial advice. I'm looking at least maybe 2 years before they even think about having that on exchanges, and that's only because of the regulatory issues that we're having right now, and then also some of the and then also the way Holofuel is lined up in the questions that it has. So there's a lot going on within the Holochain organization. There's a lot of questions. We already know, I've already expressed my concerns, and now I know it's frustrating for a lot of people, but I want to be here to encourage you guys to continue to do your research in the crypto space. Hot Holochain, Hot Holofuel, all of this, the Holo organization, it's not a dead project, but it is kind of sort of dead as far as financially, right? So I want people to really think about this. For those who are excited and put their energy, time and energy into the Holo organization, and not money, not just money, but time, money, whatever it is, into the Holo organization, and they can't give you simple answers. They're treating people like shit. And I hate to say that, but I really do hate to say that, because I think they're really good people, especially Paul Diaz. I think he has some good intentions. I think a lot of people within the Holo organization have good intentions, but honestly, the way that they're communicating with the people who have initially helped them, it's really embarrassing. And where they're trying to go, look, there's only so much time that you can spend selling hopium, right? So with their AMAs and what they call AMAs, you can only sell so much hopium before people start realizing, you know, what the hell are you guys doing, or what's going on? And people are going to ask questions. That is completely and totally natural. So what's happening now? You guys have heard my videos before. I've stated this before. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, although I hear it's kind of fun. But I'm moving forward, and part of moving forward is using. So I play a lot of RPG games. I don't know if you guys know role-playing games. I play a lot of role-playing games, and especially turn-based role-playing games, and where you have different attributes that you have to donate your monies or your time or your whatever it is to certain areas, and so that your whole team can improve. And I kind of look at that within my life. You know, I am not going to massively boost this one character when I have other characters that do different things that can help me out different ways. And as far as building wealth, and as far as building a good financial, having a good stable financial atmosphere, I should say, for yourself, that's one of the things that's extremely important to me in my life. So I'm not going to be, as I stated before, and I responded to someone's Twitter, I'm not going to be investing anymore into the hot token. I'm done. It's over with. And that's going to be the segue over into my next thing, but I'm going to say a couple of things. I know one of you guys were asking me about Pulse and then Pulse Hot and all this kind of stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, there's just too many questions going on about Hot itself, about Holofuel itself. There's no reason to even think about these decentralized exchanges, all of this stuff. We'll find out everything once it gets there, but first off, it has to get there, okay? So the next thing is a perfect segue into, you guys remember I told you guys a while back. So a while back, especially during a bear market, I had bought into some meme coins, right? I don't think it's a meme coin, but I got BitGert, and then I talked about how that small 1%, that I took out 1% of my hot and I dispersed it 3 ways, and it gained, at some point it actually had more, because I don't really have a lot of hot, but it gained more. What's the word? I had more gains from that 1%, and it was almost equal to the amount of hot that I actually had in. So that's just crazy, right? And again, here's the thing. And I'm gonna get right into PEPE, because obviously, you know, that's another meme coin. It's a meme coin, right? And some people invested their energy, which we call money, into PEPE, and then the benefits it just helped them out. And for some of you guys who are like, oh man, you don't believe in Holochain or anything like that, well, no, it's just a timing thing. Everything is a timing thing, and they're not there yet. They're just not. I had to face that truth. Who was it that was telling me was it the George guy? I am George, whatever that channel is. I listen to all the channels, all the YouTubers, and I was like, we were exchanging, and I had messaged him about hot and stuff like that, and he's like, they're not there, and blah blah blah, and they're taking a long time, and I'm like, oh no, but they're almost hitting beta, and all this good stuff, and that was a long time ago, and lo and behold, look, he was right. You got to tell people when they're right, they're right. That's all there is to it. And it's unfortunate, but the truth of the matter is they're not there, and a lot of people just sorry about that. A lot of people just don't understand that it's all about a timing thing. So right now they're not there yet. So what can I do now? What can I do in my life right now? Because my whole life there's a ton of things that have happened in my life within the last 4 years, right? And obviously I've been paying attention to how even before the 4 years, but let's say 4 years. So there's been a ton of things that have happened in my life, a ton of changes. I'm growing as a person, as a human being. I'm doing certain things, and so yeah, I'm moving forward, and I'm investing in certain. I've decided that I'm diversifying my portfolio. I'm no longer investing in hot. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just what I'm doing. You can do your own research and make your own decisions, but there is only so much patience and effort and time that you can have into a certain project, and you're not really getting much. You see what I'm saying? So you're not getting much back. You're not even getting information back. And that's a huge red flag for those who are new to the project. While I'm not new to the project, I can see why it's frustrating to people who are new to the project, that are like want to either get involved or want to find out what's going on, because it is what it is. Yeah, to some people that's like I'm now what's the word? Spreading FUD. Moving on. So Bitcoin, as I stated before, Bitcoin and a lot of these other projects, they're going to be solid projects. I'm telling you right now, my own personal opinion, this is what I believe, is that eventually China, Russia, all of the BRICS, they're going to start adopting Bitcoin as the major standard. There's a lot of positivity, a lot of positive things that's happening in the U.S. as far as different states. So for many of you guys, you have to understand that a lot of the states operate in their own way. There's no way right now in Virginia and Florida and in Texas, there's no way for CBDCs to come about. So they're already nipping that in the bud early on, and that's all part of educating themselves. And then also one of the guys that I met at a Bitcoin meetup, we were talking and different things like that, and he got some people together and they wrote legislation, and it went up to DeSantis, who is the governor over here in Florida, and and it got passed. So these are things that you could actually create action, right? There's some action there. You're changing the world, you're changing society, you're doing positive things doing things to make a positive impact, not only within your community but within your state. So a lot of the states work differently than some other countries. So that's a very positive thing. I do think that Bitcoin will be the next gold standard. I don't know how long for that will be, but it is what it is. If I had to make a decision, if I had $1 million right now and I had to make a decision, not financial advice, but I would definitely take half of $1 million and I would put it into Bitcoin and I would just leave it there. Why? Why would I do that? Well, simple. It's because I do not want to have all of my energy in an inflationary environment. And then also, as far as banks are concerned, we're starting to see, especially over here in America, we're going to get into that in a second here, but it's getting crazy. So got to be careful about that. Exchanges, Binance and Coinbase moving offshore. Well, Binance has always been offshore, excuse me. But Coinbase is moving offshore. A couple of other exchanges are thinking about moving offshore. And this is huge because, look, a lot of time, look, in the United States, we have to understand that a lot of people have to understand that, look, we're just behind. We're behind from technology. We're behind in a lot of different ways. One of the ways that I think we're ahead on is we're ahead on our democracy process. I do think that we're ahead on that front. What that does is, while we are extremely, I mean, I think every government is corrupt in some way, shape, or form, until we actually have a country or develop a country in which there is very little corruption. The only thing you can do is try to minimize that. And there's a lot of corruption going on. And over here in America, it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican. It just is what it is. There's a lot of corruption going on. So we have to understand that these exchanges that are moving offshore, they're really trying to advance and move forward. And that's a testament that these other countries that are adapting. I think Venezuela did it. Venezuela, if I'm not mistaken, they actually there's zero taxes on your gains, right? So that's a very positive thing. Not saying that they're using. I think it's stupid. I think Bitcoin is going to be a store of value. I've made this video a while back, it's going to be a store of value. I don't think it's going to be a medium of exchange. I don't think people are going to be using it very often. I do think that they're going to find different ways to put money into an inflationary for like a split second and then use it. Instead of and then keeping their Bitcoin, or as much Bitcoin as they possibly can, and just watch it grow over time. The other thing I want to talk about is what's really embarrassing right now is we look at meme coins and we all laugh and we all joke and say, oh my God, like it has no utility. But the reality is this is the reality, people. You can make money right now in today's crypto market. Our time, our energy, however we're living our life. Honestly, if I had have invested in certain meme coins before, I would be a multimillionaire right now, right? And that's just is what it is. But because I was so far ahead, right? A lot of people who are into Holochain, a lot of these different distributed ledger technologies are way ahead of the game, but those are years ahead. That's just is what it is. It is what it is, people. And so it's nice to be ahead, but it's also good to understand what's happening right now. My grandma always said back in the day, she's like, church people can be so heavenly that they have no idea what's happening here on earth. And I think that's a lot of people. They're focused on what's happening way ahead of time, and they're not focusing on the here and now. So I do believe that some people, and they're not financial advice, but I do think that right now, especially before the next bull run, I'm going to be investing in a couple of meme coins, and then see where it's go. Which one, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to do some research on that, and I will let you guys know. I do have a couple of them that I have, because I've already cashed out once Bitcoin and what was it, Shiba Inu. Yeah, once Bitcoin and Shiba Inu took off, I was like, you know what, I'm going to pause on that. So I kind of exited the market on that one. So let's see here. So I don't. Oh, stagflation. Please, if you're in the United States of America, please make sure you stay safe. I've made a whole entire video. I know it's a long video, but listen, this is extremely important. This is exactly why I make long videos, because I need you to understand what's about to happen. Stagflation is going to happen in the United States of America. If you don't know what that is, please look at my other video. I talk about stagflation. Later on, I'll tag it, put it in my put it in the details below. But yeah, it's going to happen, and over here in the United States, things are about to get ugly. I hate to say that, but it's just straight up truth. And so it's going to be very important for you to not only safeguard your assets, but safeguard yourself. Don't make any kind of crazy decisions. We have a lot of shootings over here. We have a lot of it's not even just because guns are in the States. It's because a lot of the mental health is just not there here in the United States. A lot of people aren't making any sense, and they're making rash decisions on their life because people are struggling over here. Now, we're not struggling as much as people in other countries, right? But a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are going through hard times. I'm starting to see a lot of people more and more people playing violins and trying to earn money off the side of the road, and families out there. It's becoming prevalent. It just really is. And we live in a society to where and this is why I don't believe in a fully capitalist society. I know some people do. I'm not going to really get into that unless you want another long video. But this is what happens when you're in a fully capitalist society, and a full socialist society doesn't work. Full communist society doesn't work. All that stuff, it just doesn't work. We still haven't found an answer to it. I think there are a lot of intelligent people who have found answers, but again, they have to have power. So once you have power, then you can go ahead and you can implement those things. But you gain power by being able to influence others, and it's kind of hard to influence others if you don't have the proper channels, right? So there's please just be careful of stagflation, and be safe out there, you guys, because it's getting dangerous out there. I say that every video. It is getting dangerous. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I hit my 20-minute mark. As I always say, do your own research, do your own research, do your own research. And last but not least, above all else, you guys, I know I've been gone. I'm back now. I'm going to be making a couple of more videos, especially this week, talking about specific things. But last but not least, stay safe out there. Bye, you guys.